This is Fish, and I'm on the line with Groan. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
How's things out there in Oklahoma?
Nice right now.
You had some weather. This
Within eyesight of a tornado.
Could you see one?
Not recently, but I've seen a few before.
Yeah, I'm sure you have, man. You are a tornado, my friend. Oh, I'm starting your replay almost.
Yes.
You are money. I, I'm going to show a couple of attacks. This past war we had was a clinic, man. It was awesome.
It was wonderful.
How do you explain that we have just gotten up to another level? How did this happen? Was it slow coming, or do you think it just happened all of a sudden, or what happened that we're just killing it right now?
No, seems like as soon as they made Volks completely awesome and got
Hmm.
rid of modders, we're damn near almost impossible to beat.
I know, and our it's like our mix is a good mix because we have tens, elevens, and nines. Our nines have really come on strong, I think, lately.
I
But
agree.
but the coolest thing I think we've started doing um, is we've been letting the other guys come up a bit, and we're dropping down and working on three-star attacks now, which I find
That
out
gives a big advantage, especially if they've already ran on the base before. Just like
exactly,
both my attacks, someone had already hit them before, so I knew where everything was at and could adjust from their attack.
exactly. Um, Tell me this now. This base it shows here, it's kind of like a base I had for a long time, but I'm learning from you guys as well. I'm A lot of these attacks for me are kind of new, so I'm struggling to learn some of the things. One thing I'm struggling with is this: how do you decide when you see this base, why do you decide where you're going to start your queen walk? What gives you some tip off to that?
Well, I stared at this base for a little bit, and I was going to start down at the bottom
Hmm.
in that whole bottom section that goes from
Hmm.
east to west. If I can get inside that compartment, I'll stay out of range of infernos and can march back and forth down there and take out half the base before I ever need to launch another troop.
Yep.
But after watching around with a strategy, dropping two minions on those two camps over there, dropping the queen, and she walked right around. And as soon as she got into the heroes there, she took care of him and never needed a rage. And then he brought his whole attack straight down from 12 o'clock. And I thought I'd let my queen walk a little longer and come in from that west side.
Hmm.
Turned out to work just right.
I'm using the same kind of base you've got here, which is about 10 Volks. I was crazy. I was all in. I had the 27 Volk attacks, for a while, and I just felt guilty about doing that. But these hybrid type style attacks for us are pretty cool. Um, Help me with this. Are you using EQ spells more? Are you using any poison spells? What's your thinking about the spells
Looks
now?
looks like basically what's there is what I take on every attack that I've had in just about the last month.
Uh huh.
Just nonstop and player, what I don't know, 100, attacks a season.
Right.
I've been using that exact same layout. Usually just whatever in the clan castle.
Yeah, I like.
Looks like
Uh
go ahead.
huh. I like that idea because I did that for so long, and when I did that, I was just second nature as to what I was bringing, and it seems like right now every time I'm training a army comp, it's a different comp, and I'm having these long lines of troops laid out, and I don't know where they are, and I just liked when I had one comp that I used every time. It was just like reflex.
Yeah, the only thing that I changed different for this one was I brought the two minions just like Run did on his attack.
Uh
So I
huh.
dropped the two arch and a wall breaker that I normally carry. That was the only difference to
Yep.
tailor it to that base.
Yep.
Otherwise, everything's exactly the same.
Gotcha, Ben. I'm gonna let this play a minute.
I hate running short on, so I always try to bring about a dozen of them.
Yep. I know what you're saying. Um, so queen walk. I'm going to show this attack. She's coming in up top. Tell me what you're thinking at this point. What's your strategy?
Well, I'd already seen this part done before, so I knew that my queen was probably going to be fine up there without having to worry about her and throwing a rage on her. They weren't max Town Hall 11 defenses, just killing her. And so I started concentrating on where I'm going to set the opposite side of the funnel, which was down there at the bottom. I already broke the wall,
Uh
and I apologize if you can hear the airplane that's flying over.
huh. That's okay. Yep, I heard that.
So yeah, just open the wall there, let the golem in. Just basically one of the best funnels I've had in a while.
That is a good
By the
funnel.
time try to get the king and the warden down before the vault, because they're just gonna fly by everybody.
Now you knew going into this.
The center was
Go ahead.
the center wasn't too hot. Didn't have tons of Teslas packed in the center. They were spread out. Gave me the advantage.
Mm-hmm. Now you knew
And
going
then after
into.
that,
Uh huh.
the healers are still alive. Heroes are still alive, and it's just time then.
Yeah. And he had a ground uh, clan castle, which I like it when they have a ground clan castle now because it's I have more trouble with dragons or minions now than I do ground. What's your feeling about? Do you have difficulty
Yeah.
with this?
Usually in multiplayer, it's kind of a toss-up. Who knows what they're gonna have in there? In war, you can usually expect the worst-case scenario.
Right.
So if he's got a dragon and some loons in there, then hopefully you've got enough whiz left over in your arch queen to take those out because the Volks are just defenseless with them.
Yeah.
But luckily I'd already seen that attack done before, so I knew exactly what was in there and just laid it to waste.
That was nice. That was nice. This base I'm showing now. I had this base for a long time. I thought it was a pretty good base for a while. Um, but I
I
get
hated that
yeah
base for a really long time. I had so much trouble with it.
yeah. Um, but it is susceptible to queen walk for sure. And tell me when you're looking at this base on this war, what was your plan?
I've actually hit that base most of the time. It's always Town Hall 11, of course. And I've
Right.
gotten really good in 3-star several times in a row at Town Hall 11. So usually just try to get into either like that the northwest or that southeast compartment there, away from the infernos, so they
Mm-hmm.
can't reach you as long as your queen stays in that compartment.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, Bruno had hit this one already before, so
Yep.
I knew exactly what was going to happen, or thought I did.
And they had ground
And then,
troops. Didn't they have ground troops in the CC also for this one?
yes, yeah, I think they had witches in a lot of their clan castles, which is just fine when you're running Volks. It's wonderful.
It is wonderful. It is wonderful. Um, yeah. So let me run this a bit and we'll see what happens. So if I'm not mistaken, you bring this queen in down. I watched this attack a lot because I found this one fascinating. Um,
Yeah, I had a minor hiccup there. It depends on how many defenses are down there that can target your queen. Sometimes there's a lot, sometimes very few.
mm-hmm.
This one seemed like it was just staggered a little bit differently than most.
Right.
I thought the queen would stay in that compartment, of course, so I brought a giant
Right.
and used a few whiz to try to clean off that one end just to ensure that.
Yeah.
Of course, she turned around
Of course she
like she
did.
usually does.
She got in there and she took her woman's guiles and just left. And I love how that giant he just
Yeah, take
stands there.
2 steps and keep shooting. We'll go for a walk.
Yeah. She's in there, but it didn't hurt you. It really didn't hurt you. But I thought when
Well,
I
as soon as she turned to come out. At least it's at Town Hall 10. You don't have to worry about the eagle taking you out as soon as you start dropping other troops.
right.
So as soon as she came out and around, I just started trying to set up for my funnel to get them heading towards the core.
Now when I was watching this attack, I watched this attack about 8 times today because I was just it looked like you had a plan and it looked like the plan did not go perfectly. You kept dropping some wall breakers and
Absolutely,
and it was like
it
you
was
were
a
like
mess.
yeah, you were like, oh, that's not working. I'm going with this. That's not. And you were so cool that you were patient and you kept just like focusing. Were you like in a panic or were you like, oh, I got this? What was your thought?
I'm usually used to it's always Town Hall 11s, and they always have max defenses, and you have very little time to get anything set up before everything is dead before you even send in your kill squad. And so I think I had a little rush of that and tried to drop everything all at once and got a little bit.
Right.
Once that first compartment over there where that jump spell's at kind of cleared out and
Yeah.
opened up that whole center there, at least that earthquake can touch both and the town hall and cut a channel all the way through that base.
Yeah. Once you're in the middle now, you've got it going on. And
And so usually my queen's on the opposite side. And so by the time the Volks cut through there and take out both Infernos, the queen's already on the far side of the base and is untouched with the healer still behind her.
right.
So I was trying to get them down, get in front of the queen because she was on her way towards those Infernos.
Yep. But it worked out pretty well. I mean, and I think it's a good example of paying attention to what's happening and then adjusting accordingly and sort of making it, you made it roll. It really took off at that point. Um,
It definitely didn't go perfectly,
no, but
but it got it done at the end.
well, it was a good 3-star attack. And I tell you the truth, I haven't hit that one very much at a Town Hall 10, but that can be a tough Town Hall 11 to 3-star. But the thing I'm enjoying about this game now, it gets you and I back into the 3-star thought process. Do you find that more exciting?
Yeah, it was always just if you can two-star all their top guys, then it was all over.
Right.
And now it's going for 3 on every single one.
Yeah. And I think the thing is now that we've got some guys that can move up and get 2, it enables us to drop down and think about 3, which is a whole nother dynamic. But yeah, that was good. I'm going to go back and look. I haven't had a chance to recap this war yet, but this was a clinic, man. This war was a clinic on.
Yeah, it got pretty for them.
Yeah, it was. We had 3 on the number 1 and number 5 and number 6 and 7. Um, it was. It was a strong. I thought it was one of our best overall performances. What did you think?
Yeah, it felt like they pretty much had to give up about halfway through. They'd burned all their top attacks. We still had all of ours left,
Yep,
and the score was about even, and we hadn't even really started yet.
I know, I know, but yeah, well, it was a good war. I've been trying to get you on for a while. I know you and I are busy guys. I saw you on chat. I'm like, I'm going to grab Groan and grab him, put him on here. But you are money, brother. You are solid. I know when you're coming down the stretch, it's like we're going to count on it. And tell me this. I remember when you joined, you were the leader of another clan. What was that clan? How did you come over to BMF? What happened back then?
I think I'd been in one clan real early on. It's like Town Hall 5,
Uh
and
huh.
then joined a clan called Hard Fuckers.
Uh huh.
Uh, Happened to be a guy named Keith in that clan,
Uh huh.
and so I was in there for a year and a half or better,
Was that
and the leader
Morgoth, Keith?
finally went off.
Uh huh.
Yeah. And so leader left and left me in charge, and then I stayed leader of that clan for 6 or 8 months. We got
Mm-hmm.
banned because of the clan name for a while.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah. So yeah, we tried to log on, and all the codes and the leader got kicked off for offensive clan name.
I've had that issue a time or two.
Yep. And so we changed that clan over to Stomach Virus,
Uh huh.
and that was all. Clan wars were really kicking off then. So our clan was horrible. Half the people wouldn't show up. It was more
Mm,
just like a social clan.
right. Now you joined
So
BMF.
Keith left.
Is that Morgoth, Keith, or
Yeah,
another?
Keith.
Yeah.
Yep, that's him, Morgoth. Yep.
So he brought you
He
over
left
here.
out looking for. Yeah, he
Wow.
was looking for a real clan somewhere
Hmm.
because we always took it seriously. We were going for 3 on everything,
Right.
and no one else even bothered. If we used half of our attacks, we were doing good.
I remember when you came over, and I felt bad because you were like the leader of your clan. You came over, and at BMF, you have to sit. You know, you sit around a while before you even get elder because we have so many players in our clan that were leaders of their former clan. I was leader of my former clan and brought a bunch of people over, and it's like most people in our clan could be leaders of other clans, but I think it fits pretty well.
Yeah, being leader didn't even matter. I just was looking for somewhere that was more active and enjoyed the things I was after.
Yeah, I found I enjoy it better not being the leader.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure. I was too much of a hard ass when I was the leader. I'm much more relaxed not being the leader. But you had a pretty. When were you up in the big leagues? When were you going up in the stratosphere? What was it like when you were up there?
Oh, up in Legend?
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. Just the wait time to find a base was horrible.
How long were you in
Other
the
than
club?
that, it was my. Sometimes you'd be in the clouds for 2 hours. I think I went one span of about 6 hours and never saw a base.
They've changed that, I believe. Isn't there something different now about the wait time?
The timeout period. It would time out every 5 minutes if you weren't watching your phone or the screen or anything like that. So it
Right.
would time out and you weren't searching anymore. So I think they changed that to 10 minutes or something.
I think.
So a
Yeah.
little help, but it's not helping you match any faster.
Right.
It's just keeping you searching longer without
Exactly.
interference.
Exactly. All right, brother. What else?
I've been having problems now in Titan 2 trying to find a match. Sometimes you get stuck in the clouds for a few minutes.
Really? I,
Yep.
yeah. Um. Yeah. I haven't had much trouble matching, but I see. It seems like I come across the same bases every time, and now it's like I'm trying to find a different base, and um.
That was the my favorite thing about being up in Legend is you knew that if as soon as it found a base, you had to hit it. You didn't hit next and try to sit there for 2 hours. You hit anything that it gave you, no matter how bad it looked. And
Wow.
there are some extreme bases that that's what their goal is. Like you have a base right now that will catch a certain percentage of the attackers.
Right.
Well, bases up there, you could design them basically to as soon you only have 30 seconds to plan your attack, and you have to start attacking pretty quick. So just hope you pick the right side.
Right.
And everybody up there tries to run a different base just to catch those people.
And you win that attack and you get what, 3 stars or something. You don't get a
Yeah,
lot of trophies. I mean cups. You get 3 cups.
they changed it, and it was really rare if you'd have to find someone near your trophy range just to get several cups from.
Right.
And the chances of finding another legend while you are legend is just horrible.
Right. But if you
It's one out
lose,
of 100 maybe.
yeah, and then you drop 32 cups if you
Yeah,
lose.
it's like a minus 35 minimum pretty much. It's either 35 or 36 drop every time.
Yeah. Oh, and then that takes like a week to catch back up.
Yeah, seems like. But they did change it to where the minimum offer is now 6 cups. So if you two-star, you're getting four every time.
Oh, that's good. I
But
didn't
then
know.
again, it still takes basic.
Yeah. All right, brother. What else you want to talk about? I have what was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you something, but I can't remember what it was. What else? Anything else you want to tell me before we check out of here?
Not that I know of.
All right, bud.
I know this war that we got going on right now. If you gonna do a recap of everybody that gets 3 stars, you'll be busy.
Oh, I know. Oh, it's I would go back. I always go back and I show everybody. I'm going to show everybody my base. What the heck? I go back. Let's see if I can get back here to it without too much. So this is it. This is our war now, and these guys are from Taiwan, and they're farmers. And we used to have this all the time, but this is the first farmer war we've had in a long time, isn't it? I mean, maybe in a month. What do you think?
Yeah, they changed matchmaking to try to match up with clans with the same like winning ratio.
Right.
They try to start matching on win streaks or something like that, which
Yeah,
I don't understand it anymore when we match up with a farming clan.
I don't either.
It's just a
Uh,
waste of time.
well, maybe this we won our last war. I bet these guys haven't won. This is my mirror. I have to hit. Look at this. I know.
Watch out for the traps.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to do a bowler walk just to see what
That'd
the
be
hell.
good. All fences lined up.
Yeah, I'm gonna get 4 healers, a whole bunch of bowlers, and some rage, and let's let them walk down there and see what happens. Who knows? You may have to clean up for me again,
Gonna
but
make a mess.
I know it won't be the first time you've had to clean my mess up. But well, listen,
Just come in with gobs and healers.
yeah, gobs and healers. That's what I'm gonna do. Hey, bud, I enjoyed talking to you. We're gonna have to get this more organized and do it more professionally, but or not. But yeah, I've enjoyed talking to you since it's the first time we've gotten to talk since you've been in the clan. But I appreciate you coming on and showing us what you did.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, man. Well, let me check out. I'm going to try to put this together, and I'll see you. I'll see you over there on chat in a few minutes. Okay.
All right. See ya.
All right. All right. Bye. Here we go.